Welcome back to Power Ride, the home for the most thrilling, jaw-dropping, and sometimes shocking automotive stories you'll ever hear. Today is special. Because we're about to dive into a car that isn't just a car, it's a legend, a piece of movie history, a mechanical masterpiece that turns heads before you even start the engine. Yes, we're talking about the *** 2026 Ford Mustang Eleanor. But before you think this is just another muscle car story, let me warn you, by the time we're done, you're going to see a side of Eleanor you've never imagined. And somewhere in the middle of this review, I'm going to reveal its price, and trust me, it's going to make your jaw drop. So buckle up, because what you're about to hear is more than just horsepower and numbers. It's a story of resurrection, rebellion, and pure adrenaline. Let's get into it. Now, Eleanor isn't just a Mustang. It's a symbol. Ever since its appearance in Gone in 60 Seconds, this machine has lived in the collective imagination of gearheads all over the world. But the 2026 Eleanor? Oh, it's something else entirely. Ford has taken this icon and given it a rebirth that blends retro nostalgia with modern-day firepower, turning it into the most desirable pony car of the decade. And here's where things start to get wild. Because while most manufacturers are turning toward quiet EVs, Ford decided to let Eleanor roar one more time with an engine that feels like it's been forged in the heart of a volcano. The exterior design is the first thing that'll make you stop in your tracks. From a distance, you'll notice those signature curves, wide, aggressive fenders, the unmistakable fastback roofline, and that sinister front fascia that looks like it's hunting you. The front grille now wears a blacked-out mesh with subtle chrome accents, and the iconic dual racing stripes stretch from the hood all the way to the rear spoiler. The headlights. They're a perfect mix of retro style and future tech, thin LED strips embedded inside deep-set housings, giving Eleanor a predator's stare. Walk around the side and you'll see the widened stance. Eleanor now sits lower, hugging the road on 20-inch forged aluminum wheels wrapped in performance rubber that looks like it could tear up a racetrack in seconds. Every line, every curve, is purposeful, not just for beauty, but for aerodynamics. The rear, of course, still carries that signature set of triple taillights, now sharper, brighter, and ready to burn their image into the eyes of anyone you leave in the dust. Under the hood is where Eleanor makes her most outrageous statement. Forget hybrids, forget quiet electric motors, this beast packs a hand-built, supercharged 5.2-liter V8 that pumps out an eye-watering ** 780 horsepower and * 700 pound-feet of torque. And before you ask, yes, it still comes with a manual gearbox option, because Ford knows true drivers want to feel every shift. 0 to 60. In just * 3.1 seconds. Top speed, 210 miles per hour. And when you hit that accelerator, the exhaust note doesn't just make noise, it makes a statement. It's raw, unapologetic, and full of that old-school muscle car thunder that today's sanitized cars have forgotten. But power isn't just about speed. Ford's engineers have tuned the chassis to perfection, with adaptive magnetic suspension, active aerodynamics, and a launch control system that will make even the most hardcore racers grin. The Brembo brakes are massive, clamping down with the kind of force that could stop a charging bull at full speed. And the steering, sharp, responsive, with just enough weight to remind you that this is a performance machine, not a toy. Now, let's talk about the interior, very briefly, because while Eleanor's inside is special, we both know that's not why you're here. Step in and you're greeted by a driver-focused cockpit with leather-wrapped Recaro seats, a flat-bottom steering wheel, and a fully digital instrument cluster. There's carbon fiber trim everywhere, and the gear shifter is placed perfectly within reach. Yes, it has the tech, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, premium sound system, but trust me, you'll hardly use it. Because once you fire that engine, you won't care about music, you'll be listening to the symphony of the V8. But here's where things take a twist. You might be wondering, how much does this piece of automotive history cost? Well, brace yourself. The base price for the 2026 Ford Mustang Eleanor starts at $320,000 *. Yes, you heard that right. That's more than some Ferraris, more than some Lamborghinis. Why? Because Eleanor isn't mass-produced. Each car is hand-assembled, numbered, and built with obsessive attention to detail. And because demand is insane, dealers are already slapping on an additional $50,000 to $100,000 in markups. Meaning some lucky and wealthy buyers are paying close to $500,000 for this modern-day legend. Now, you might think that's outrageous. But here's the thing, every single unit that Ford announced for the first production run sold out within ** 48 hours of launch. That's how crazy the Eleanor fever is. And I get it, this isn't just a purchase, it's an investment in automotive history. Driving Eleanor is an experience that's hard to put into words. You feel the weight of its legacy every time you press the clutch. The throttle response is instant, the supercharger whine addictive, and the rear tires. They're constantly begging to break loose and paint the road with rubber. On a straight, it's a missile. On corners, it grips like a predator chasing prey, thanks to its enhanced suspension geometry and electronically controlled differential. And yet, when you're cruising, Eleanor can be surprisingly tame, almost polite, until you decide it's time to wake the beast. Fuel economy. Forget it. This isn't the car for that. It drinks premium fuel like a rockstar downs champagne. But here's the catch, you won't care. Because when you're behind the wheel, the grin on your face will be worth every penny spent at the pump. Of course, not everything is perfect. The ride is firm, really firm. This is not a car you buy for comfort. The cabin can get loud, especially at high revs. And the trunk space. Let's just say you're not taking this car on a family road trip. But let's be honest, nobody's buying Eleanor for grocery runs or quiet Sunday drives. The 2026 Eleanor also comes with modern safety features, blind spot monitoring, adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation, but they almost feel unnecessary in a car that commands this much attention and focus from the driver. And yet, it's nice to know that Ford hasn't completely ignored the realities of the modern road. One of the most incredible aspects is how customizable it is. Buyers can choose from a range of special colors, wheel designs, and even have their name etched into the engine bay plaque. Some are even opting for movie-accurate replicas, right down to the last bolt, while others are going for unique, one-off designs that will never be replicated. What's even more shocking? Rumors are already circulating that some owners are flipping their cars for double the price. Yes, selling them for $600,000 or more, before even putting 100 miles on them. And the scary part, people are paying it. So here's the truth, if you're lucky enough to own the 2026 Ford Mustang Eleanor, you're not just buying a car. You're buying a rolling piece of cinematic and mechanical art. It's the kind of machine that, decades from now, will still be talked about in hushed, reverent tones by collectors, racers, and dreamers alike. It's not practical. It's not cheap. It's not subtle. But that's exactly why it's perfect. In a world that's moving towards silent, soulless transportation, Eleanor stands as a loud, unapologetic reminder of what driving used to feel like, and what it still can be, if you dare. So the question is, would you spend that kind of money for this car? Would you trade comfort for adrenaline, subtlety for sheer presence? Because if the answer is yes, then Eleanor is waiting. And trust me, when you see her in person, all logic goes out the window. This has been Power Ride, bringing you the truth, the thrill, and the shock behind the world's most incredible cars. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the legend of the 2026 Ford Mustang Eleanor, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because we've got more heart-pounding reviews coming your way. And who knows, next time, the car we feature might just make Eleanor look tame. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next ride.